I was dumped last year, so I decided to download Tinder. I never really used Tinder seriously and would always just swipe right on everyone, which resulted in me matching with a lot of weirdos. I checked Tinder one day and I noticed that I matched with someone I went to high school with. I'm gonna call her Susie. I opened our chat and sent the following message. I'll be honest, I'm just trying to I expected an immediate unmatch, but Susie responded almost immediately and said, I'll keep that in mind. I was so shocked that I actually left Susie on red, and about a week later she hit me up and said, wanna go to the drive-in? I didn't really want to go, but I decided that anything was better than another night of listening to Drake and playing Fortnite. Susie picked me up at 8 and I immediately got a weird vibe from her. On the way to the theater, Susie was breaking all kinds of traffic laws, and at one point she almost crashed into someone head on. I knew I had to say something, but I could only think of one word. I turned towards Susie and said, without hesitation, she looked back at me, smiled, and said, I do this all the time, it makes driving more fun. I was speechless and didn't say anything else until we got to the theater. As we pulled into the theater, Susie said, there's too many white people here. I can't stand white people. I couldn't believe my ears because I'm white as I just sat there hella confused while she complained about white people, and eventually her rant ended and she said, can we just go back to your place? I wanted to go home, so I responded, sure. The drive back was silent until Susie pulled into a gas station and said, let's get some drinks. We went inside and bought drinks, but as we were walking back to the car, I noticed that I forgot to grab straws. I told Susie that I was going back to get some straws, and she insisted on taking both drinks with her to the car. I thought this was weird, but I walked back inside anyways and got some straws, and as I was walking back to the car, I noticed that Susie was doing something to my drink. I got back into the car without saying anything and did my best to act normal. Susie kept saying things like, you look thirsty, you should take a drink, and you're not gonna drink anything? I was hella nervous, but I wasn't about to get Bill Cosby'd and responded, I'm not thirsty for real. Susie then asked me to smoke with her. I responded, nah, I don't smoke. She immediately called me lame and said that I would be more attractive if I smoked. Things once again got silent, and then Susie started looking through her purse. I was low-key worried that I was about to get Cardi B'd, but I didn't say anything. Susie eventually pulled something out of her purse and said, you want to eat some shrooms? I couldn't believe my ears. I was caught without tack mask. I was stunned. The f do I look like, Mario? I completely ignored her question and said, can you just take me home? Susie didn't look happy, but she agreed. We got back to my place and I got out of the car without saying anything. I was in the middle of unlocking my door when I heard Susie say, can I spend the night? I turned around and asked, why? Susie responded, my boyfriend is really mad at me because he knows I went out with you and I know he won't find me here. Without saying anything, I turned back around and walked inside. Susie immediately started begging me to let her stay because she was worried about what her boyfriend would do. I started to feel bad and I didn't want her to get hurt, so I let her in. I went straight to bed and attempted to sleep. Now, I wish I could say that I fell asleep and nothing happened, but without hesitation, Susie grabbed my face and stuck her tongue in my mouth. I regret everything I did after this moment. Susie's tongue tasted like plaque and her coochie smelled like a turkey sandwich that was left out too long. I don't want to give too many details, but this video pretty much explains what happened. Susie eventually left, but messaged me the next day and said, I just broke up with my boyfriend for you. I really think we have a future together. I immediately blocked her. I guess the moral of the story is don't try to drug people. Oh, and don't cheat on people. That shit is whack. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see all of you in the next video.